In recent years, there has been substantial increase in the parcel volumes as a result of the rapid growth in online retail businesses. This growth, we believe, is set to continue in future, with global cross-border e-commerce expected to grow by 10% annually up to year 2020. It is no doubt that despite the emerging challenges facing the postal courier industry, opportunities still abound that we can leverage on to not only keep up with competition, but also to offer efficient services to customers. With a continued decline of traditional mail due to increased competition from digital technologies, the postal sector is in a state of flux. This has, however, also presented new opportunities that before were not anticipated, and we need to seize these opportunities in order to transform the dwindling fortunes of the traditional postal business. In this context, postal service providers have to naturally innovate to keep up with the fast pace of technological changes. Operators must therefore move with speed to transform their businesses by realigning and streamlining and expanding into the new frontiers of growth that are now emerging.
Communication through the post office is a basic human right, as enshrined in the 1948 United Nations Charter. The post office operates a vast national network of postal outlets totaling to 625, with a distribution of at least 2 post offices in each of the 47 counties. The post office is the nerve center for socio-economic development in rural Africa.
As we mark this year's World Post Day, in commemoration of the establishment of the Universal Union 145 years ago. Since its inception in 1874, the Union has put in place a universal network and rules for international mail exchange among its members. The approach has put the post in a better position to continue playing a critical role as a key driver of socio-economic development at home and globally. Ladies and gentlemen, the post to date remains an important medium of communication for our citizens, in spite of the emergence of fast uptake of digital technologies. The postal network also presents enormous opportunities to small and medium enterprises, which are key drivers to the global economy, to access international markets through provision of affordable and integrated supply chain solutions. Postal finance, which I must hasten to add, remains largely untapped locally and has huge potential to play in fostering financial inclusion by opening new opportunities to vulnerable members of our society who are predominantly unbanked. Clearly, with a slight adaptation and minimal investment, our active postal network can generate significant economic and social impact that will allow us to realize the UN Sustainable Development Goals. This year's theme, the post delivering development is delivering progress, not only presents us with a good opportunity to celebrate the milestones that the local posts and indeed the courier industry has achieved, but also reflect on how we can step up and reposition the post to provide more value to customers and citizenry in an increasingly digitized and highly competitive environment. I'm positive that the local postal community will rise to the occasion. On our part as government, we are ready and willing to continue facilitating requisite policy and legal environment that is conducive to the continued growth of the local postal and courier sector. As you may be aware, my ministry has already completed the review of the 2006 National ICT Policy. The review is inspired by the need to align the policy with the Constitution and Vision 2030. The revised policy is currently going through the final stages and process of approval by government. Once enacted, the revised policy will provide a clear and compelling vision to drive social, economic, cultural, and political transformation through effective use of information and communication technologies in the years ahead.